What's up guys, Ronaldo here and welcome to this Arbiter of Frost Boreas guide for you guys here. As you can see, we managed to come back and we came back swinging now. I'm back and I'm back in the top 100 here, 54 at the moment. I'm sure once the whales figured it out as well, I will drop, but we got ourselves a S+ at the moment here. Amazing stuff. It is basically all about debuff, and I'm gonna go over which units are basically perfect for this for you guys. A lot of free-to-play options and how you want to play the fight and everything. And let's get right into the details. And basically all that you need to know is that you barely deal any damage to him. So he has a lot of damage reductions, physical magic damage reductions, and he deals AoE damage, but you will be able to heal yourselves. Your units will be able to self-sustain themselves with continuous damage, with debuffs and everything, dealing continuous damage to him. And really the main thing you need to look out for is this cryo core. Basically it is like the shield from the Zealous boss, right? It's similar, but instead of having to get multiple hits on the shield, here you have to have just as many debuffs as possible, because you mainly deal damage with debuffs to him. And once you have all the debuffs on him, his shield, his cryo core will explode and get destroyed. If you don't destroy this cryo core within the 15 seconds, he will just nuke and get even more bonus stats, and you're not going to survive for much longer. Most of the time you will actually get one shot, and that cryo core gets stronger and stronger. The fight goes on, of course. Now in terms of units, you already seen it. Just use a Praetus and you're good. No, of course not, huh? Let's be realistic here. But there's some interesting units, as you see on my lineup here, that I used for. No, I lost the point. I'm 55 now, but that I used for this run, and that is basically here Hollow, that was lately in a banner as well, and is an epic, right? Then we have another epic. Nisalt is the one that made the big difference for me. So Nisalt, amazing. Our boy Cuke, as always, goated on the sticks. Then Anai, yes, ladies and gentlemen, Anai has her use cases here because she applies so much burning. It will really hurt. Then we have, of course, our boy Alistair, also a good unit that you can use. And Zilla2, also amazing here. Now I would recommend to have one healer in there, so a Hollow or a Low-in, just one Rage Region healer. You can't reuse a Rage Region comp because the death timers are increased for this run. And there's many different good options. As you can see, this is finally something I like a lot. A lot of variety, as you can see. War Guides here, actually going with a Nightmare comp, as you can see here, applying a lot of damage here with a Salazar, with a Salazar who applies bleeding, the, can I say it, Arrogance who applies the burning, and so forth. And there's a lot of debuffs going there as well. Of course, Wrath as well, also good option. And then not only Cuke, but also Cutter can be used, of course, as your poisoners. These two are just poison demons, basically. They just apply so much poison. And also Hex I used at the beginning as well. Of course, if you have the Hex artifact, you're gonna be in an amazing spot. Let's see his Hex damage. Yeah, his Hex been zooming. And yeah, Twin Fiend, just as many debuffs as possible. And as you can see here, you have many different options that you can choose from. And let's get right into the fight here. This is our lineup. We have them all at level 60. Now with the Corridor of Glory, it is perfect time to level them up, right? And now we can just go into the fight, and I'll just place my Zilla2 down. Then my Hollow. And then I place everyone else. There we go. And now what I do is just auto run it. I just auto run it, and that's enough for me. And here you can see the buffs and debuffs. Here this buff. Each stack reduces damage taken by 40%, right? Except the continuous damage So he has that buff on himself. So which is why he barely takes any damage. As you can see, 80% damage negation. On the other hand, if we take a look here, increases continuous damage taken by the Arbiter of Frost by 200% for each stack. So for each stack you have on him, the damage will multiply by so much, right? And as you see all this burning right here, this is all on eye. Finally a use case for an eye. All of this burning is from an eye. Now we missed the hex core, but we will have one again soon. And the hex core got destroyed. But basically, yeah, this is more or less the run. There's not too much strategy on it once you figured it out more or less. Then as you can see, as soon as our boy puts up the Radiant Erosion, then he has the debuff on the enemy and then he heals. And this is the cryo core that you need to destroy in time. If you don't do so, he will just get a lot stronger and then will wipe out your team pretty swiftly. And so again here, the burning coming in hot. We're just chilling here. Now another cryo core. We don't have our ultimates up, but we still manage to beat it. But they get tankier and tankier. So next up, Nizalt is prepping everything, hopping up his ultimate, and then Cryo Amas. Now is his cryo core again. As you can see, it gets destroyed thanks to all the debuffs, and we're already a day. And as you can see, our boy Alistair is more or less self-sustaining there on the side for quite a long time. Even though he doesn't have a healer, his ultimate just heals him a lot. And now the cryo core, as you can see here, is super tanky, and we were barely not able to get it done here, and we will get wiped. As soon as that cryo core is not getting destroyed, you're gonna get wiped. But this is basically the run. There's not that much to it other than use Q's cutter, use one healer and a bunch of burning, bunch of poison, and some other debuffs work as well. And there's one tip I still want to give you on the way in terms of min-maxing for this fight, if you really want to min-max this fight. And like I said, there's not too much strategy, but what you can do to min-max is do it like I did here in the showcase. Just do one run with auto ultimates on and just see how far you get. And then for my example, it was the cryo core on 2 minutes that wasn't being able to destroy it at this example, right? With the auto run. So basically what you're gonna do then is do another run with auto ultimates again, let them run through, and then once you are on that 240 mark, let's say, on just a bit before that cryo core comes that you were not able to break before, you're gonna stop the auto ults, you're gonna stop it from using your auto ults, and just wait with your ults, right? And then use them all once the cryo core comes that you were not able to destroy. This way you probably will be able to destroy one more cryo core and get a little bit more damage. And yeah, this is just to help you get one more cryo core down. At the beginning you don't need them all stacked up, your ultimates, to break the shield, but at the end you will. So make sure to just auto run first, then auto run until the cryo core is coming up that you were not able to beat before. Hold the ultimates until he makes this shield, puts it up, the core, the ice block, and destroy it with all the ultimates lined up. This is basically it from me. I'm back. I will get more consistent again. I'm sorry for the break, guys. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. And enjoy. I'm Ronaldo and I'm out. Peace.